Boom. Hope everybody out there is taking care of yourself in today's beautiful reality. Today, I've been gone for a while and I feel that I've been going through a lot and dealing with a lot of situations in my life lately that has forced me to not want to come in front of this camera, not feeling that energy to make content or talk about really anything, because I felt I've had and still do have so much reflecting and inner looking within myself that I need to understand more. And so first off, I want to say embarking on this journey is not easy, okay? Anyone in life, this is not easy. And I do recommend you have some outlet to talk to someone. So quick disclaimer, I'm going to go to therapy and talk about all the things that have been going on in my life and get these things off my chest. Hopefully someone who understands this maybe spiritual journey in a way, I can find someone along those lines. But just throwing that out there for those of you out there, if you're having a tough time, look into those resources if you have the means to do so. So anyway, today's video is an interesting topic related to spiritual journey, related to semen retention, of course. And it's along the lines of your purge may be coming, okay? There may be a period of time, there may be a certain period, I'm currently facing it now, where all of these habits, all of these little things that maybe you've been hiding from for a very long time, they are going to start appearing in your life. And just wanted to bring this information to you guys to let you know that in the spiritual community, and when you get on semen retention and when you're doing very well, you may feel very good, okay? And you may develop a big ego, and you may think that your internal is in a very good place. You may think you have yourself figured out. You may think that you understand yourself on this very deep level, and these practices are going to help you do that. But what I'm here to say is that there may be things that are going to come up, and there's not may. This will happen to you on your journey, and you will descend into specific low vibrational states that are difficult to pull yourself out of. And honestly, in my own personal life, I almost feel like I've rewinded the clock, like for 10 years ago kind of thing. Almost like I'm aware of kind of where I'm going and the habits I'm following and the way I'm feeling. I'm aware of it all, when 10 years ago I would never have been aware of these things, and I was kind of mindlessly zombie mode, like going through the motions of life and not understanding these patterns that are occurring. But it's almost like you need to descend to this old version of yourself to like become aware again, so that you can notice the patterns, those deep-rooted things, those deep-rooted sides of yourself that you always ignored. You were never aware maybe enough to like understand where those patterns are coming from and the root cause of these things. And it's a very tough journey, okay? I have, cried and purged and just felt so many deep emotions about my own journey recently. And of course, the universe will set up scenarios in your life, and God will set up scenarios in your life, it seems, in my own life. He will, the all will set up scenarios in your life that almost purposely make you suffer, okay? And you're not going to ever evolve. You're not going to ever ascend to a better place, a better frequency, a better feeling, a better understanding. You're never going to get to these places without this purge. You're never going to understand or have the awareness for these things without this purge. And a very important side of this, and something I want to bring up, is that in my own journey, and I'm sure some of you can relate, is that you develop a big ego and you think you have it all figured out. You think you have the whole world figured out. Practicing semen retention, the meditation, the prayer, whatever it is, the fasting, all the things that you might be doing, you're like, oh my gosh, I've never felt this good. I think I've got it all figured out. That feeling is an amazing feeling, first off, but it leaves an impression on people, okay? And I find that along my journey, deep down, the ego came out and I felt better than people, okay? And some of you may be able to relate to this. And I think that slowly I disconnected from a lot of the people in this world. And I didn't have as much empathy, and I didn't have as much understanding of people's pain and struggles. And it developed this person that was me. It developed this person that, thought I was better than people. And I'm bringing this all to your attention for you to realize that this dive into the depth of yourself and your psyche and your person and your darkness, which you should fully embrace, and I've talked about it before, you should fully embrace your dark side. But this deep dive is going to open you up to understand everyone else and hold space for empathy for everyone else in an incredible way, in a way that you never knew you could connect with someone so deeply. And it's not about the spirituality. I thought that was such a huge side of myself. Like, I used to think, man, if I can't talk to somebody about these topics, if they are so asleep, you hear that in the spiritual community. Oh, they're just so asleep. They're so mindless. If I couldn't talk to these people like about this stuff, I didn't even want to associate with them. But the reality is that that's just isolating, okay? And nothing ever comes good from that thought process. This spiritual community, it's toxic, okay? It's toxic to think this way, because these things that I'm talking to you about, this way of thinking, was taught to me by the spiritual community. So what I'm trying to tell you is, it's like a sickness, okay? And you think you're doing the inner work. You think you're on the spiritual path. I don't need anyone. I'm so far separated from these people. I don't need anything. You think you're on this right path, and I think that's a part of the journey for everyone in a way. And it might not be part of your journey, but I think that at a certain point, you almost have to have a huge spiritual ego. And I just want to let you know that this journey is really not easy. And I've made videos like this. I feel like I've made so many videos like this, but this is such a crucial point. This is such a crucial topic of this journey, because it's going to catch you by surprise, this purge. And for those of you out there who are along this journey, just understand that there may be a time where it all falls apart for you, because it feels like it's all falling apart for me. And I think it may even fall more apart than it is, because my intuitive feeling of 2025 is going to be confrontation, and it's going to be a lot. Okay, I just have a feeling there's going to be a lot. And so just letting you out there know, and who knows, I may be completely wrong about that, and it may be the best year of my life, but I'm mentally preparing to suffer more. And and to purge more. I think if you're going through this, though, and I need to tell myself this as well, if you're in the midst of this purge, as I like to call it, where everything's coming up for you, all the darkness is coming up, it's all being revealed, there's no more hiding. If you're in the midst of this, you would never be able to ascend to your next version of yourself that is your brightest, that is your lightest, without this extreme depth, without this extreme darkness. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And I need to tell myself this too, but I hope that this message finds the right ears. I know I've been gone, but really just been going through it. And that's the only reason why I haven't made a video, is because what is there to say, okay? What is there to say? What is there to do? I've been thinking about that a lot, but hopefully you guys are taking care of yourself. Peace.